points in the game. things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see, the winners of 6 straight, the BYU Cougars, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Terrapins will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lawrence. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. So BYU's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. If you make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
The offense changing the play. The Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this third down from deep in your own territory. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Gets the job done on third down as he gets it out to the 25.
And I think that was step one for this offense. You didn't want to start backed up, but you did on this first drive. Nice job getting that first down, creating a little bit more space. Now I look to see if they get back on script, maybe get aggressive and see what this offense does today.
Firing to the right, complete. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. All right, guys, let's chat about BYU. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
The Cougars come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose on the left. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow, he is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
And the Cougars have their offense in high gear. They'll move the tight end. Right back to the well. Turning it up and into the end zone. He's up to 81 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
They'll try to power it in. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And on that situation, on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cougars!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Maryland's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot, not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Fires to the big fella. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. The Terrapins will have it 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Got it behind the line. It's McLaurin. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Motion from the wide receiver. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's White. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Terrapins will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. He'll pull it down. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. BYU right back to the line.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He's now over the century mark with 102 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. The Cougars just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. To the ground, he's got it again. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Let's talk just for a second about BYU. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to...
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, BYU! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Way to make a split-second decision by that quarterback. He sees the defender commit. Boom. Pitch the ball. Not only pitch the ball, on target. So now the running back can catch it. He didn't have to reach behind him. He didn't have to reach in front of him. Caught it. He did the rest. Turned on the Jets. Got to the house.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Let's take a minute to talk about Maryland. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
The Terrapins will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. He's got great speed. And there he goes. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. There he goes. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
The Cougars come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cougars. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Caught in the backfield, it's Manning. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
To the air on second down. Got it in the middle, it's McLaurin. Running through contact. Wide open spaces. Inside the 30. Inside. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Maryland!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. And some room to work. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Running back searching for a hole. And BYU will get the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. To the air. It's Bachmeier. Got it set up on the outside. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Now on the option. Now the pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? And the Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Working that left side now. Makes to grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
It's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Unloads quickly. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Robinson. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Catch in the middle, it's Lawrence. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. We got a timeout here late late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on fourth. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Has to get there to move the sticks. Fights off a defender. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. To the air on first down. Intercepted deep in his own end. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll start this drive going to the air, using the back as a receiver on the screen. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Courtney. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
A sure hands, it's Manning. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. And the Terrapins come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw again. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Terrapins will punt it away on fourth down. just needs a crack to get a return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Throwing on the run. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
They'll go to the ground. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll try to run for it. Inside the 45. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold offense.
So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to four-down territory. Here's third and short. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Trying to get it to the marker. Looks as if BYU will have a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. They'll go to the toss. Turning it on. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, BYU!
I mean, you talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about, and you take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Jacksonville State is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in CUSA, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 10 over Liberty. Two fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Backed up now, here's second and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's McLaurin. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
They'll send the back in motion. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Motion from the wideout. Give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying the left side. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They're facing a 3rd down. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Quarterback may change this route. Looking for a man. It's Bachmeier. Quarterback extends the play. He'll try to breaks into the open. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another 1st down.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the 1st down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So, nice 3rd down conversion by the quarterback. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it.
They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Trying play action. Extending the play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
You know, you wonder sometimes if this quarterback, because of the success he's had earlier in the game, running the ball, just thinks every time I scramble, something good is going to happen. I think that time, guys, he should have stayed in the pocket and tried to take a shot, because it looked to me like...
They got him for the sack, and now get the ball back after the 4th down stop. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Snagged on the outside, it's Scott. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Got him in the open. Still on his feet. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Trying to surge it in. Touchdown, Terrapins! Great job by the back on the option. Ready to try the point after. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the 2nd half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments that time.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's It's complete on the right side. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Terrapins come to the line in the hurry-up. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. There he goes. Got enough space. Touchdown, Maryland! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
He doesn't need anything to be open. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. I'm going to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay. I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Cougars have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Breaks the tackle. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Valentine. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Cougars can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They go right back to him. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
BYU with the 1st and 10. The option look. The pitch. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
He might want another play. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 2nd down coming up. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the 1st down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, BYU.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll give it to the back. Shakes off the defender. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. BYU trying to convert on 4th down. Might be changing the route. Well, let's hope he just throws this one away. Lost one deep down the right side. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.